Hey guys, how are you doing? Apple released iOS 16.6 for iPhones and iPads. They also released a bunch of other software updates for Mac computers, Apple TV, Watch OS 9.6 is also here. And for older iPhone and iPad and Mac computers, they also released important security fixes. And we are going to see the battery performance of iPhone after updating to the 16.6 in this episode. I like to share some of my thoughts or opinion about, like, if you're new to iPhone, then if you're worried about battery health and the battery drain, everything. So I'll share some useful tips in this episode. Along with that, we will see the security content of this update, what it actually brings to your iPhone, iPad and Mac computer. So the very first thing is iOS 16.6 along with other updates fixes some commonly known 15 plus security patches, where Apple mentioned that 2 of them are currently actively exploited by hackers. So it is important to update right away if you're security conscious. And for new users, especially when it comes to the battery performance, after updating to 16.6, as you can see, around 99% the last charged status is there for me around 12:44 a.m. Over the night, you can see the battery graph looks very idle, like around 5 or 6% may have reduced, up to 8 to 10% reduce is totally normal, and the screen off related activity is still present. It could be due to the network search and other app related notifications that consumed that battery power over the night. And right now the time is 3:41 p.m. and you can see that the battery left with 62%. So when you update an iOS software, give 3 to 4 days time to measure it correctly. And then from morning, as I started to use the iPhone, the battery reduce was gradual. And here when it comes to the battery health, mine is at 97%. And if you have seen our previous episode about iOS 15.6.1, you must have seen that it was maintaining at 100%. So within a month, it reduced to 3%, which is totally normal. I suggested that why the iPhone battery suddenly reduced earlier in one of our episodes. I leave a link to that in the description in the first comment. When you follow the charging practice I have suggested to maintain the iPhone battery health, you may not see the battery health reduce all of a sudden, but over the period of months, it will auto adjust and it will help you to get better lifetime of the battery health reduce overall when you follow those tips. And the same thing happened here. So in future, like in upcoming months, you may see sudden reduce of 2 or 3%, which is absolutely normal. If you're noticing it after the software update, then it is totally normal. The reason I'm saying is, like, when you update the software, if there is any software level measurement problem happened behind the scenes, then that will be fixed and you will see the refresh of the latest battery health percentage. So for me, 8 to 9 months usage and 3% reduce is absolutely normal. It comes around 2.5 years, as I always say, approximately. And after that, we visit the service center once it reaches 80% and then change the battery. All right. About the security content of this update, as you can see, they have fixed some kernel related problem, some bugs in the Find My app, and several other WebKit and other serious high critical security risks with this update. So the same update comes to Mac computers with the macOS Ventura 13.5, and the previous versions of macOS also received this important security patches. And for Mac computers, they have fixed additional bugs. More than 15 plus security fixes have been done with the Mac computers. And I think that more than iPhone or iPad, it is important to update it right away to fix all these bugs, security problems, and make the device more stable and better performing. If you have updated iOS 16.6, observe for 3 to 4 days and do share your thoughts in the comment section how the overall performance is on your iPhone, and do mention your iPhone model and battery health percentage if possible. I hope this video helped you to understand, if you're a new user or using it for quite some time and worried about battery health and battery drain, then this video must have helped you to understand the basics of it. Thanks for watching, and for more useful iPhone, iPad and Mac related tips and tricks, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. For any questions, you can use dailytip.com/answers. Thank you and have a wonderful day.